Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. I've just been reading through my comments on videos that I posted over the last few days, and particularly my one yesterday that I did on my dynamic effort squat and deadlift session. And again, people are starting to get this impression that I am anti-high rep for hypertrophy purposes. So I want to address that a little bit. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. And ironically, my biceps, being my worst muscle group, are actually a muscle that I do tons of 10 rep sets for. I should probably drop down and do triples for them so that they would grow like all my bigger muscle groups do. Alright, but joking aside, there seems to be this idea that because I promote so much heavy work and power work, that I'm saying that bodybuilders should not do any high rep work. And the evidence simply doesn't support that as a true statement. And not only that, but that's kind of a straw man, because I don't actually advocate that or ever say that. I generally advocate undulating reps for advanced bodybuilders, or undulating style periodization. And it's not just me that advocates that. I can name a couple other people on YouTube who advocate the same. Dr. Lane Norton does, and Alberto Nunez does also. So both of them actually write programs that use undulating periodization. So I'm not the only one here telling you guys this. And again, that only really applies to guys who are natural or guys who use low or moderate doses of steroids. It's a completely different ballgame when you start juicing your brains out and adding tons of insulin and other stuff in. That changes completely. But for guys who are completely natural or only, mildly to moderately enhanced, undulating periodization, once you're fairly advanced, is going to generally give you the fastest results. You're going to need to rotate through metabolic work, power work, different rep ranges throughout the week, and that's going to give you the best results. And what I'm saying is that I am anti this idea that high reps, or the 8 to 12 rep range, or the hypertrophy rep range theory, which I think is complete bullshit, is somehow just superior, or this idea that people say things like doing 3 reps or even 5 reps, scary enough, which 5 reps is not power work. I don't see how anyone could even construe 5 rep sets as power work. I can't even imagine the mindset of somebody saying that. But it's this idea that these low reps only build strength with no size, as if any such thing could occur for any period of time. You can only make neural adaptations and other adaptations like that for a very short period of time before all your strength gains have to come from myofibrillar hypertrophy. So the whole idea is just preposterous, and it doesn't show an understanding of exercise science when people say something like that. And it certainly doesn't show what we see in the real world. And what's also, interestingly enough, people are getting this idea that because I'm into powerlifting that I'm saying that that's why high reps are bad. Yet you guys have seen me do plenty of 10 rep sets in my videos. I've put out 3 of my 4 general sessions that I do per week. I've put up videos of 3 of them this month already. And there are multiple exercises that I'm doing 10 rep sets on, and you guys even watched me do 13 reps as a back off set for a heavy compound as a power lifter, and I am training exclusively for competitive powerlifting. Yet I'm still doing some high reps, and most power lifters do some high reps. In fact, I'm going to say most power lifters do 10 rep sets of curls. And the reason they don't have biceps as big as bodybuilders despite that is because they don't inject anything in their biceps. Most big bodybuilders do side enhancements. They inject steroids into their biceps, and they use a lot more drugs in general than elite level powerlifters do. There are drugs that pro bodybuilders and even amateur bodybuilders use that you simply do not see in the ranks of powerlifting, even at the elite level. And it just in general, bodybuilders use more drugs. So that's why you're seeing, and at the top levels of the sport, that's why you're seeing, say, bigger biceps and triceps on bodybuilders. It's not the training because powerlifters do tons of high reps for arms. They simply don't use the same drugs, and you're not going to see a power lifter injecting 3 cc's of oil a week into his biceps. And it makes a big difference in size. So I just wanted to clarify that point a bit and make sure that everyone realizes that I am not against high reps. I am against the idea that low reps cannot build huge amounts of muscle mass, or that they should not be part of a hypertrophy program for people who are seeking maximum size. That's what I'm against. And actually, even I, as a powerlifter who is training for competitive powerlifting, I still do some high rep work. I don't do a lot of it, but I do some. And that I am advocating mixed rep ranges and using periodization, and particularly undulating periodization, for advanced bodybuilders who are seeking as much size as possible. I'm saying that you need a variety of rep ranges, and you do need to rotate through these things and periodize a bit in order to achieve the most size that's possible for your frame or your level of enhancement. Alright guys, so I hope that clarified a few things. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you next time.